So we've had one full year with the Flow Hive, and we really like it. And then we just added this hive. It's the next day. We installed the nuke yesterday. It was a 5-frame nuke. Our new bees seem to be enjoying their new home. You know, we really do like the Flow Hive. If they weren't as expensive, we would probably go all Flow Hive because we are just hobbyists. Mainly for the ease of being able to harvest the honey. We only harvested just a very little bit of honey last year, and the process was awesome. We really enjoyed it. For my wife and I think one Flow Hive is going to produce more than enough honey for us and our family and stuff, because we like to gift it out to our friends and family. We actually still have honey from our fall harvest. You know, we are beginners, so I'm not really qualified to compare the two or really talk about the two, but you know, from our experience, if you're just, you know, if you're going to be a hobbyist like us, you know, the Flow Hive is pretty cool. That's kind of what we figured. We would just, you know, have the one Flow Hive and just kind of add a couple more laying troughs, maybe get another Flow Hive in the future. You know, last year we had this whole thing stained, and we noticed it just gets really weathered. So this year Vanessa decided to paint the boxes, which I think she did a great job. We're shooting some B-roll today for a company, so that's why we got all 4 boxes on. But once we're done with the shoot, we're going to take those 3 boxes off and add them as they're needed. But today we are doing a bit of landscaping. Vanessa bought a bunch of flowers and stuff. We're going to do a little bit of a flower garden here for the bees. So yeah, today we're going to be shooting some video on the Canon C70. We got the Canon Speed Booster with the EF35 f2 with IS. This is a great 35mm lens if you're a video shooter, especially if you have the C70 with the Speed Booster. There's not many options for 35mm lenses with image stabilization, and if you got the Speed Booster, it brings the f2 down to an f1.4. So in my opinion, this is the best 35mm lens you can buy for video, you know, aside from Cine lenses. And also we're going to be using the Canon C200 today to shoot some video with. Great camera. It's a little older, but it is a great cinema camera. If you ever used it, you definitely know that this is a beast. Since we are expanding our little farm area, we did have a new addition. We got this chicken coop delivered. This is an Amish built chicken coop. Still got a fair bit of work to do on it. You know, because of the location of it, the Amish weren't really able to get it off their truck properly, so it didn't get leveled really at all. They just basically set it here. We've got all the cinder blocks there. So we're going to have to get the tractor and the house jacks and stuff and jack this thing up and level it out, unfortunately. But no big deal, we'll get it done. Also, we got to paint this whole thing and make it look nice, and Vanessa wants to plant flowers and stuff for the chickens and ducks. You kind of see our bees right straight through there. That's where the back of the bee boxes are. And also, we bought this yesterday. It's a 2005 John Deere Gator. You know, if you compare this Gator to a new side-by-side price-wise, you know, they're not even in the same ballpark. You know, obviously this isn't going to go 60 miles an hour like side-by-side, but for utility purposes, I think this will be a great vehicle for us here on the property. And actually, I used to work on golf courses and stuff when I was in college, on the grounds crew, doing maintenance and stuff outside. And I used to drive a Gator there at the golf course, and I really liked it. So we decided to get a Gator for our property here. But it's pretty nice. It's got the dump bed. It's a 4x2. It's got new tires and stuff on it. There's a little bit of wear and tear on it. You know, it's nearly 20 years old, so it's to be expected. But you know, considering it is in pretty decent condition. You can see it's a little muddy. We took it out on its maiden voyage yesterday. Of course we got it stuck. But because it's so light, you can just push it out and get it unstuck pretty easily. But took it out for a drive on the road, took it through some trails, and today we're putting it to work. So excited to have this.
The light in your eyes comes over me just like a sunrise. You set a scene, turning my gray skies blue, just like you always do. I don't want anyone else, 'cause I know there's not anyone else that makes me feel the way you do. It's easy to prove I don't want anyone else but you. My mind is made up, won't ever change, and no matter what, I'll feel the same. Hold up the world for you whenever you want me to. I don't want anyone else, 'cause I know there's not anyone else that makes me feel the way you do. It's easy to prove I don't want anyone else but you. I don't want anyone else, anyone else. I don't want anyone else, 'cause I know there's not anyone else that makes me feel the way you do. It's easy to prove I don't want anyone else but you. I don't want anyone else, 'cause I know there's not anyone else that makes me feel the way you do. It's easy to prove I don't want anyone else but you. I don't want anyone else but you.
So I think we are pretty much done for the most part. You know, nothing too crazy this year. We just wanted to do a couple flower gardens and kind of make this area look a little nicer. And I think Vanessa painting the boxes really made a difference too, but still got a lot of work to do. We need to clean up that chicken coop area. I want to build some fences and stuff down the road for the gardens and whatnot, but for a quick little project, I think it turned out pretty decent. Vanessa just finished up inspecting the flow hive and everything looked good. And next we're going to inspect the Langtroth box and see how they're doing in there. Wow.
Out of juice.
Read online that pine needles make a good smoker fuel, and this was our first time trying it. We've got a bunch of pines on our property, so I went and grabbed a bag and filled it up, and it's so far works really good. The bees are really calm this evening. It gives you a nice billowy smoke. It doesn't last as long as the smoker pellets that you get at Tractor Supply, but being it's, you know,
All natural.
yeah, since it's free, I think it's, you know, a pretty decent alternative.
2 queen cells on this one too.
Here's our little off-grid watering setup. We've got a submersible pump right in here, sucking the water, hooked up to the Jackery. This is just a 300 watt Jackery. It's the cheapest one they make. Powers that submersible pump, runs out to this hose. If you were curious how long this 300 watt Jackery will power this submersible pump, but this barrel and maybe another barrel, I want to say it's 50 gallons maybe, but it's about double in height. We had this barrel and that barrel completely full, and it pumped all the water out of that, and it still had, you know, a significant amount of battery left. So yeah, if you're interested in this little off-grid watering setup, I'll leave a link to this Jackery and that submersible pump in the description of this video. Vanessa just finished up inspecting that hive, got her all closed up. Both hives look good. She's just planting a few flowers. I'm getting everything cleaned up here, but I think that's going to be a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching.